Hello YouTube, and welcome to another DBTGamer Special. I haven't done one of these sort of videos for a long time, so I thought I would do one. Today I'll be unboxing some figures from the Final Fantasy VII Remake. And I've started the video on my Cloud amiibo. I really like the Cloud Advent Children amiibo. It's one of my favourite amiibos in my collection. And this is the reason why I wanted to get some of these mini figures to sort of accompany it in my collection of. Anyway, I've got two boxes here. In one of these boxes is a Barret, and in the other box is a Tifa. I bought these off eBay with the knowledge so I would know what was in them. I don't know which one's which, so that'll be a nice surprise for me, but I do know what I'm getting. You can buy this figure set as a full set. It costs in between... some websites I've seen the full set for like £40. Some websites I've seen for 50, some for 60. So yeah, depending on where you go, prices may vary for these figures. Anyway, let's open the box on the left first. Oh, okay. First things first, we have a rubber weight. Now, I do know why this is in here. These are like blind box figures, and the rubber weight is to make the figure with the exact same weight as all the other figures, so that you can't guess which figure is which by lifting up the boxes and see which one weighs more, so therefore the one that weighs the most will be Barret because he's a heavy boy, and that's why the rubber weight is here. Personally, I never really thought about it. It's weird how they put... It's a solution, but it's somewhat a weird solution for me. Give me a moment. I need scissors. 61 pairs. Now, who gets that reference? Okay, I have returned with deadly cutter jaws, and this one appears to be the mistress of punching in the Final Fantasy VII universe, Tifa Lockhart. Tifa Lockhart has always been my favourite Final Fantasy VII female character. So yeah, just give me a moment to snip the bag open. Right, bag snipped open. Yeah, the company that made these are called Trading Arts, and they're amiibo-sized figures. And they're quite small, but they're also nicely detailed, and they're also pretty inexpensive. Most time, if you find these online, they're in between the price of £12 and £16, roughly. It's nice that the figures come with a base to help them stand up, because they are rather small, which is very helpful. Let's have a look at Tifa herself here. She's quite nicely detailed. This is the front, and if you twist her around, you got the back. As I said before, it's the Tifa from the remake, so she's based on her modern costume design, which is mostly very similar to the original, I feel. It's a good costume. They didn't change too much. They just updated it to be a bit more modern, and I like it. It's a good look for her. Anyway, I'll just put her on the stand and see how she looks on there. Overall, I think she stands up pretty well. She looks pretty good, considering the amount of money I paid for her. And I'm really glad it came with a stand, otherwise this thing would probably be almost impossible to stand up and display. And thankfully it's nice and easy to stand her up. I was somewhat worried that she might break or something when I stood up, because she did feel a tiny bit flimsy, but once I figured out how the pegs work, she was standable pretty easily. Overall, she looks pretty good. Next, let's get on to Barret, or aka Mr. T. Right, here we go with Barret. His bag is noticeably heavier, and it looks like it could require some assembly because his gun has been removed from his arm, which he will be very annoyed about because he needs his gun. Now just give me a moment to free him from his plastic prison. Yeah, it looks like Barret is in three pieces. There's his gun, the base, and the figurines himself. So Let's go to Immo to assemble. Just be right back. And there he is. Sunglasses, green trousers, and a brown jacket, and badass machine gun arm. Overall, I have to say Barret looks really good. They even got his tattoo on his arm, which is a really nice detail, and all his little pockets and all his little metal details. Thankfully he wasn't too hard to assemble. Okay, I fixed it. Yeah, thankfully he wasn't too hard to assemble, although his gun arm does seem a little bit loose. That's one thing I noticed when some other people bought these figures on YouTube and opened them. Aerith or Aeris, her staff did seem to be a little bit flimsy, and possibly Sephiroth's sword did seem to be a little bit flimsy. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with these figures that I've purchased, and it's nice to have the party that I preferred when I used to play the original Final Fantasy 7 in my youth. My team throughout most of my playthroughs was always Cloud, Barret and Tifa. Cloud was my hard-hitting sword guy with plenty of black magic attacks. Barret was enemy skills and aerial combat, and Tifa, she was mostly my white mage with maybe a little bit of offensive magic, and Barret also had some black magic spells that I could not fit on Cloud, and that was just how I built my party back in the day. Anyway, let's just take one last look at these figures before I close out the video. All in all, I think these figures are good, considering their price, and I would definitely recommend buying them. And the big question is, will I buy any more from the trade art set? I have most of them that I want. Aeris, she does look kind of nice. I'm not the biggest Sephiroth fan, even though I did buy the Sephiroth DLC for Smash Bros, but I might consider Aeris. I'm hoping they do like a sequel box set to these figures where they include the other characters that you get to play as. It'd be nice to have a small figure of Nanaki or Red 13, which were the newer characters that I'm quite fond of in Final Fantasy 7. So yeah, if they do make more of these, I wouldn't mind an Nanaki. I also like Sadie's. I've always had quite a fondness for Dragoons, so has my friend Lucifer Seraph, aka Adam. I think he's got some of these figures hanging around somewhere as well, but I think they're from the original game. They're quite old, if he still has them. I remember going over to his house at one point and looking through his things, and I saw some of his figures. Anyway, thank you for watching this Trade Arts Final Fantasy 7 Remake figure unboxing of Tifa and Barret. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I might do more figure reviews and unboxings in the future. See you guys next time.